Clang! The heavy school doors slam shut. A symbol? Many students feel trapped, like prisoners in an institution. Is this education or incarceration? The line blurs. We must ask, are we truly preparing our children for a bright future, or are we molding them into silent, obedient subjects? This is the uncomfortable truth we must confront. The current education system often feels more about control than about nurturing young minds. The school day is rigidly structured. Bells dictate movement. Permission slips are needed for basic necessities. Children are denied freedom of thought and expression. This is not education. It is indoctrination. We must break free from this outdated, oppressive system. Our children deserve better. Standardized tests. A one-size-fits-all curriculum. These are just some of the tools used to stifle creativity and individuality. Children are not robots. They are unique individuals with different strengths and passions. Yet the system treats them as numbers. Statistics, cogs in a machine. What happens when a child dares to think differently, to question the status quo? Often they are silenced, labeled as disruptive, their spirits crushed. This is unacceptable. We must encourage critical thinking, embrace diversity of thought. Only then can we truly unlock our children's potential. Follow the money. A disturbing truth emerges. Schools receive funding based on enrollment numbers, especially for special education students. Suddenly the focus shifts. It's no longer about the well-being of the child, it's about the bottom line. This creates perverse incentives. Schools are encouraged to label children with disabilities, even when it's not in the child's best interest. Why? Because it means more funding. This is a betrayal of our children. We must demand a system that prioritizes the needs of children over financial gain. Section 4. A global classroom education under a one-world government. Imagine a world where education is standardized globally, a single curriculum dictated by a central authority. This is the dystopian future that awaits us if we continue down this path. A one-world government would seize control of education, indoctrinating our children with its own agenda. Individuality would be crushed. Critical thinking would be eliminated. Our children would become mere puppets in a global system of control. We must resist this at all costs. We must fight for the right to educate our children according to our own values and beliefs. Section 5. A ray of hope. Homeschooling versus traditional education. There is an alternative, a way to break free from the shackles of the system. Homeschooling. Parents are taking back control of their children's education, tailoring the curriculum to their individual needs and learning styles. Homeschooling allows children to thrive. They learn at their own pace, explore their passions, and develop critical thinking skills. Studies show that homeschooled children often outperform their traditionally schooled peers. This is the power of personalized education. Our children are suffering. Some have faced medical harm at the hands of those meant to protect them. Teachers who should be guardians have caused pain and suffering. Civil rights have been violated. Students have endured abuse, both physical and emotional. This is a grave injustice. We must stand up for our children, demand accountability, ensure that no child suffers in silence. Their safety and well-being must be our top priority. It's time to take a stand, to ensure that our educational institutions are sanctuaries of learning, not places of fear. We owe it to our children to create a safer, more nurturing environment, one where they can grow, learn, and thrive without fear of harm. Together, we can make a difference. Together, we can safeguard our children's future.